What is going on? Welcome back to Financial Journey. So today I want to talk about SoFi. I want to talk on why April is going to be a very big month for SoFi. I'm going to explain what that actually means, go over some updated data points, and tie it all together with some technical analysis. But before I get into any of that, all I ask, smash a thumbs up, subscribe, do all the fun stuff. Greatly appreciate that. If you are new to the channel, I do daily videos on trending stocks, crypto, I do it all. So make sure you do subscribe. And if you like my channel and support the growth, take a look at my memberships, link in the description below, or just hit the join button at the bottom of the screen. But with that, let's get right to it. So I just want to show you the live ticker to my left. It is currently up 0.78%. There's 10.8 million shares being traded as of right now, whereas the average is 45.6. So it is going to be another heavy day because we are only in the first 1 hour of the trading day, and 1.6 million shares being purchased by institutions and hedge funds today, again within the first 1 hour of the trading day, and you can tell that based on the block volume column. So over the last little bit, there has been a very good trend forming with institutions. And I always bring this up. It is always between 20 to 50% of the overall volume being purchased by institutions at the end of the day. So that definitely is going to be very good for the new round of 13Fs coming down the pipeline, which is set to start mid-April. So like I said, April is going to be a very big month. And when these institutions disclose that they have been buying, because SoFi is at a substantial discount, everyone knows that. This is why institutions have been buying so much. And unfortunately, retail investors a little bit slow to the game, because when these 13Fs come down the pipeline, like I said, mid-April, that's when they will start at least. That is when a lot of retail investors will be like, hey, look, blah, blah, blah is buying. I should buy it too, which unfortunately is a little bit backwards if you do think about it. But at the end of the day, all these institutions right now, these are all ETFs, but looking at their average, all 16s higher and everything like that, even 19, there's a lot of institutions and hedge funds that found significant value at those prices. That was well before technically there was any charter news, and there is a lot of big things to come from that. And at the end of the day, this is just a little bit more speculation, because I have seen Morgan Stanley and other institutions as well who provide downgrades, which I'm sure we all know. Bank of America and Morgan Stanley both gave downgrades on SoFi. I find it funny that most likely they will probably have been adding to their position. So just watch for that, because I do find that very interesting, and Morgan Stanley is very well known for that, and they have done a lot of instances where they give very low price targets, they kill the stock, kill momentum, and then they're actually the ones that buy. But just watch for that, and I personally do feel all these 13Fs will be a very big catalyst. Just want to show you this as well. This is from Q4 2021. All institutions and, as you can see, hedge funds did purchase 3.5 million total call options. So at the end of the day, I really do like that. That definitely does show that there's a huge upside potential, that even in Q4 2021 there was a huge upside, and that at the end of the day nobody was anticipating it to go down as much as it did, which shows, in my opinion at least, we're well below our intrinsic value. Again, going back to the point, reasons why you need to buy. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. There is also one big thing coming for May 1st, so you can definitely benefit from that by buying in April, and that is this. So the federal student loan repayment, so the memorandum, hypothetically is set to expire on May the 1st. So there's things as well that's floating around that there may be another extension that is causing SoFi to be suppressed a little bit. But at the end of the day, if it does actually expire on May the 1st, that is going to be a very big deal for SoFi, because you can even see right here, every quarter that it does get extended, SoFi does miss out on $30 to $35 million worth of revenue. So take that how you see that. I do strongly feel that it will expire on May the 1st, and places and institutions such as SoFi is going to benefit from that. So adding another 35 million on top of the revenue will make investors and SoFi very happy. So I really do like that. And at the end of the day, there is a little bit more of a risk potentially if they do extend it again, but I do strongly feel that they won't, because it's been going on since March of 2020, and in the end a lot technically has recovered since that time period. A whole different ball game, whole different economy, and the economy is very strong, and you can tell that based on a lot of the economic data that is coming out. And I just want to show you some updated information, one of which is options activity. Very bullish today. So $59,000 worth of options being done within the first 1 hour of the trading day, like I said, and 100% positive. So clearly a lot of big money is getting in, in, and with a huge upside potential that they do anticipate it going up significantly. And I just want to bring up short activity as well. So right now it's 17.4 is the short interest, down roughly about 10%. Utilization is 100%. Day by day change has actually gone up 0.32%, which works out to be 876,000 shares being additionally shorted. And cost to borrow is kind of lingering. It's going up a little bit, but 2.63 is the average. So again, it's not really incentivizing shorts to close out the position. But regardless, I do strongly feel that this 17.4 is way too high for where SoFi is and what it actually does. Even in a higher interest rate environment, SoFi is going to flourish. They're going to be making so much money, and regardless if that memorandum does get extended or not, they will eventually be making a lot of money based on all of those loans. And all this information as well is available via Ortex. Link is in the description below. But with that though, I just want to keep in line with a lot of institutions, and especially more so their presence or increasing presence in SoFi. Just want to show you this. So overall, you can see on this chart right here, this faint yellow line has been going up more and more. And there is a big deviation, as you can tell, between the actual institutions and the strategic entity holdings. So going down here, so you can see the ownership types right here. So there's the investment managers, funds, brokerage firms, and strategic entities. At the end of the day, it is what it is, but on all fronts, it is going up. And I really do like that. And that is a very big benefit for SoFi, because when you have a big institutional presence within whatever stock you have, it shows a good level of support. And that usually does give a lot of retail investors a little bit more safety, a little bit more satisfaction in owning the underlying asset such as SoFi. So take that how you see that. I do strongly feel that this is going to be showing a lot bigger numbers. Like I said, with those institutions purchasing every single day, that is going to be a very big deal. And with that, just want to tie it all together with some technical analysis. So right now, the 50, 100, 200-day moving averages, Bollinger Bands, RSI, stochastic, and momentum. So momentum is going up a little bit, so number of buyers is definitely increasing. Stochastic, there is no defined trend. There was a little bit more of a bullish trend, but like I said, right now there is no defined trend, and it is at 58, so it is getting up there a little bit, possibly as an overbought status. Not as of yet though. RSI is currently at 41, and looking on the actual chart, we are still lower percentage of the Bollinger Band. Over the last little bit, we have tested between transitioning from the lower to the higher roughly about 5 times. So that is a very big deal. At every stage, we have gone down and consolidated and tried again. And I'm just going to show you this right now. Looking at this, $9.47, that is the price to watch for. Right now, we're currently trading between the S2 and the S1. And if we do get over this S1, which is, like I said, $9.47, we will transition higher and hopefully get to that pivot point of $11.27. So those are some points to watch for. And like I said, by the end of April or mid-April possibly, I do see us easily over that $11.27, because that most recent rally we got to $10, which in the end is fairly strong. It shows a lot of support and shows that ultimately SoFi has what it takes to get up. So those are some points to watch for. Like I said, there's a lot of big reasons why you need to buy SoFi, because it is a very long-term investment, and 2022 is going to be a very big year for SoFi. Keep in mind though, I am not a financial advisor, so do your own due diligence at the end of the day. Just what I like to do is point out all the signals that are showing that it's a great buying opportunity. And like I've always said, retail investors are a little bit too slow to the game. They like to have confirmed acknowledgement before they do buy. So this is why I'm pointing out the big flags going on here that is signaling that this is a buying opportunity, especially considering institutions are buying this big time. So unfortunately, like I said, retail investors just like to wait for the 13Fs to come down the pipeline to say JP Morgan bought, Morgan Stanley bought, all the big banks bought SoFi, and that most likely will be a very strong case. So take that how you see that. I do strongly feel that April is going to be a very big month for SoFi. But with that, let me know your thoughts on SoFi in the comments below. If you haven't already, smash a thumbs up, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Greatly appreciate that. If you do like my channel and support the growth, take a look at my memberships, link in the description below, or just hit the join button at the bottom of the screen. With all that said, appreciate you guys watching, and let's all make a lot of money on SoFi.